Hello everyone, let's just get into it. UN member states. Um, okay, so what I want to talk about, or what I was thinking about this morning, it's 6:30 a.m. right now, is the amount of time you study, because I googled it. I was like, oh, how much do you study every day? And I couldn't relate to these answers at all, because poker anyone? Because I believe mostly it was Reddit threads that came up, right? And pretty much all the answers were like, oh, 2 to 3 hours um, after a normal school day, right? And I was like, 2 to 3 hours? That's how much time I need to just set up the thing I need to study, which is usually labs, right? I was like, that's how long it takes to even like get rolling. So, like, what the hell do you study for 2 hours? Is it just like flashcards? Is that what you remember? God. And then there was the other end of the spectrum in these answers, where they were obviously like med students, and they study like 10 hours, 10 to 8 hours every day. I was like, what the fuck, every day? I didn't really get like a reasonable answer, and I think most people I mean, I don't know if it's like a self-inflicted prophecy to say this, but I feel like most people do what I do, where they don't study, where they have, do other things, partying, just being procrastinating in general. So the first weeks they get nothing done, and then and then the week coming up to the exam, they study like 12 hours every day. Right? Is that, how uncommon is that? I feel like it's not that uncommon. And also I switched to UN member states again. God damn it. Because these like small islands just broke my freaking balls, dude. I couldn't handle it. These tiny ass islands with 20k people living on them. Because right now it's the 9th of November, and again my tests are the first weekend of January, and I got to thinking, usually how much time I spend on an exam. It's usually like maybe like 2 full days of absolute concentration of studying is usually how it goes. Yeah, like that's how I roll through life, right? And it hasn't really worked, right? Because my life is not at its best, I could say. So if I could just double that, because right now I have like a month and a half to do this, right? I'm wondering if getting like 4 days of studying done for the test done, like even like a month before, how would that feel? I don't know. I never do that. I cannot for the life of me remember where the Solomon Islands are. Okay, it's that. I want to do it. Because, like, what if, you know, I've always heard the common idea that, oh, just treat your schoolwork as a 9 to 5 job. Meaning, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. you work on your schoolwork, the same as you would a normal job, right? And I'm trying to do that. I don't freaking know. Can I manage that? It would be sick. That would be a lot of hours done, right? That's a lot of hours. Because when I reflect on the amount of hours that I spend studying, it's not a lot. It's why do I always get that one wrong? Like, I could definitely easily increase it tenfold. Okay, maybe not tenfold, but at least like double, if not triple, the amount of hours. Because the amount of hours I spend just surfing the internet is crazy. Like, it's a crazy amount of hours. But damn, is it hard to change, right? And I believe these like self-meditations, playing this game, helps me a little bit. At least to gain some perspective on stuff, right? Some self-reflection, meditation. It's healthy, right? Ugh. Pakistan too. Oh yeah, I actually got a text from... I used to work as a receptionist last year. And I actually got a text yesterday saying... asking if I could work the next day. And I quit, you know... It's November now, I quit back in August. So... somehow I've not been taken out of the, like... registry of people who work there. But before I could respond, they said, you know, don't worry about it. We got it under control or something like that. I was like, okay. I didn't answer, but I believe the number was my boss's number, and I believe it was like someone covering for her that didn't realize. Luxembourg, Poland. So could I possibly study 9 to 5? That would be a challenge. But goddamn, would it be good? It would be so good. Bosnia. Well, in other news, I studied a bit of Japanese, and I'm mostly learning like particles of de, ni. It's like de is a place of like the particle for a place like Nihon. As you're trying to reflect on it, the rule was very like... Here's the thing with Japanese grammar rules, right? Pretty much every single one of them had an asterisk saying like, oh, this is the rule, but not. It's like... it's like, yeah, it is the rule, but you'll come and realize that it's not strict at all. It gets broken all the time. Which is, you know, understandable, but also like, how strict should I really take this rule when it feels like when I should just try and speak Japanese and catch these things naturally. So, but however, finding a native Japanese speaker is not like the easiest thing in the world. Should I go to like VR chat and be like, hello, I want to learn Japanese. I've seen those clips, but I don't know how common it really is. Because I do believe that is probably the most efficient way to learn a language, right? Is to have constant contact with a native speaker. Which is like, if you're like married to a significant other that speaks a language you want to learn, and that's probably like the fastest way of learning it. Oh, really? This music's a bit overbearing, but you know, I just have to deal with it. I'm trying to rush this a little bit because I really only wanted to mention the amount of time studying part, and like it's just so like far removed of my own life to study 9 to 5. Like so far away from the test, the exam period, where you don't feel like the pressure. You know, the only reason I've been studying like 12 hours a day is because I want to avoid, well, just the pressure of the test being like tomorrow. So the pure fear keeps me going. However, right now I don't have the same kind of fear, but maybe I should try and evoke it. Would it be healthy to evoke a fear now? Maybe.